Do you want to learn how to create this loop in Blender? I'll walk you through it step by step, even if you're completely new. All the keyboard shortcuts will appear in the bottom left, so you can follow along easily. Alright, we start with an empty scene. First up, we will delete the default cube, like this, and add our cylinder. Our cylinder is a bit too sharp on the edges, so we'll add a subdivision surface modifier with Control 2, like this. Now it looks like an onion, so we go into edit mode, add two loop cuts, and we will select them like this, press Alt, and then on this line right here to select it and drag it up. Same thing here, really close to the edge. Afterwards we go here, select faces, or press 3, select the upper face, hold shift and select the lower face, and then press Ctrl B to bevel. Just a really small one. Like this. And then we'll press right click and shade smooth. Now we'll move the cylinder out of the way a bit and add our base. Add a cube, scale up on the y-axis and the x-axis, like that. We bring up our walls too, select those two edges, press E and Z to extrude them on the z-axis, like this. Select your cylinder as the cutting object, then we'll move the cylinder over to the side a little bit, like this, so we have space to slide it in. Press G, add Z to pull it down, right into this, right here. We gotta make sure that's really close, just perfectly. It's a bit of a tedious task. Like this, exactly. So it has exactly the same height. Then we'll select our platform again and apply the Boolean modifier. Now we'll leave it in here right now. We're just gonna keyframe it, so our life will be easier later on. We're gonna just keyframe everything, like rotation, location, and scale. Like that. I'm gonna open up our timeline and move it like to something like 144 and 156. This should be good. Move our timeline a bit further and pull the cylinder out. Just out of this, so it is perfectly on the place right here. That's good. Then we're gonna press K and keyframe again. And then pull it up to the side, press G and Y to slide it up over here. And keyframe, oopsie. And keyframe again, like this. Now this will be a bit too fast. So we're gonna select all of our keyframes right here. Press S to scale them, like this. As you can see now, it's way smoother, but it's a bit laggy. That's because we are still in 24 FPS mode. We're gonna select 30 for our purposes and cut the animation to, let's do 150 seconds. Now it's nice and smooth, and it goes in right here. Now since this is a bit too fast and we want some breaks, we're gonna select this keyframe right here, which is the one above the hole exactly. Press Shift D to copy it. So it is above here for like 4 or 5 frames or 2. As you can see. It doesn't go in quite instantly. I want it a bit longer, to be honest. Like this, yeah. Maybe a bit longer. Perfect. We are also going to do the same thing right here, because we'll need the cube to eventually drop down, so it makes a perfect loop. So it stays in place for a few frames. Then we're gonna move over to 150 and just take the cube. You can do it. You can basically for the cube up or down, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go down for the purpose of this video. Then we'll keyframe this too. That's pretty much it for the animation part. I'm not gonna go into any more detail or graph editor because that would break the scope of this video. What happened here? Clone the cube. Well, I hope this didn't happen to you. I kinda cloned the cube. I'm just gonna use just gonna delete this one. I still have this cylinder right here. Now the animation is fine. Now it looks even better, I guess. Just like that. We're gonna add some simple materials and lights. But for that, we're gonna go into animation right here. So we can see our camera. You're gonna want to press 0 on your numpad to go into camera view. And then press N. Go to view, camera to view. So you can move the camera with your cursor. Just like that, like normal Blender controls. Think like about... I think I'm gonna do it like this. I think this is good. This is a nice camera angle for me. You can do it however you like. Now we're gonna jump to the animated view. I'm gonna switch to cycles for this one. Just have this one light. We don't want this. Press light, area, drag it up. Drag it a bit more to the side. And scale it up. I'm gonna scale a bit more on the y-axis too. Then to the settings. Let's try 1000. I think that's way too bright. We're gonna do 500. Then we're gonna add some materials. You can choose any material you like. I'm gonna choose this this almost pinkish color. I don't know, do I want it metallic? I'm gonna add a bit of a metallic effect on it and put the roughness down a bit. You're gonna add the same material on the cylinder. You will see here, like that. This is how it will look like in the render. Perfectly fit. I'm gonna add another key light in the front, I think. I'm just gonna press Shift D to duplicate this light up here. Drag it to the side. A bit down. Then rotate it to our scene. Move it a bit further from the scene so it isn't too bright. With a nice little lightning. And a very simple scene setup with a nice animation. You can also press on the cylinder again. Go in the timeline, press A. Right click. Go to easing mode. You're gonna press ease in and ease out. And again, interpolation mode, Bezier. Now it will look a bit smoother. Not so chaotic. Exactly. As you can already see, it loops perfectly. Right here. Now you can go to your render settings and render your animation. You can use any format you like. But yeah, I'm gonna do another video soon where we're gonna use PBR materials for this. And I'll be happy for you to check it out. And that's the full loop. You can tweak the timing, change the shape or colors, but the workflow stays the same. Thanks for watching. If anything was unclear, feel free to leave a comment. Bye.